you haven't eaten today, this is your sign to grab yourself a plate of food and eat with me. I've got Gigi's cheesy lasagna sheets again, and I actually think I've made it too cheesy, if that's possible. Anyway, so as it's the start of 2025 and because there's a few new followers here, I thought I would quickly do an introduction because I've never actually introduced myself on my page. Ice water in my 6-pack glass. Anyway, hello, I'm Nina. I'm 27 and I live in Wrexham, North Wales. I'm currently unemployed. I got made redundant back in October, but I've got a job starting end of January, which I'm really excited about. Started posting on TikTok on this account in October when I got made redundant because I was going to Japan in November. So I vlogged all of Japan and it was so fun. I loved it and I just kind of carried on making content. So I studied food and consumer studies at uni, which is why I'm obsessed with food, basically. I feel like I'm quite knowledgeable about food as well, working in the food industry and studying it for 4 years. So my course was like food business, food science, food psychology, food nutrition, like everything from farm to fork, they called it. I moved to Wales 8 years ago now, actually this year, so quite a while ago. And I grew up in Hampshire, but before that I lived in Japan. Born in Japan and lived in Japan for a bit. And I am bilingual. There's a big bite in it. Do you reckon I can get like my mouth? So the content I post now, you might have seen my what I eat in a days. I say what I eat in a day with no restrictions and no calorie counting. So I want to talk a bit about what that means for me. In my early 20s, I really struggled with my relationship with food. And now I feel like in the past couple of years, I've really achieved like what I call food freedom. So eating with like no overthinking and eating with enjoyment. And that's something that I believe everyone should have. So I hope my page helps. I don't know if it will work, but I hope it does. I hope it helps some people. Another big bite. I am a Gemini sun, Gemini rising, Libra moon. So take from that what you will. Triple air sign. I do actually really believe in astrology because all my closest friends and family are either air signs or fire signs, and that's what I'm meant to be most compatible with. A lot of people in my life are Leos. I feel like I get on with the Leos quite well. When I was younger, I moved around a lot. I was born in Japan and then I moved to the UK and then I moved back to Japan, then I moved back to the UK. So I feel like traveling the world's been in my blood since I was like a baby. I love traveling now, and I actually lived in Canada for 8 months 2 years ago. I was skiing and snowboarding every day in British Columbia and it was so fun. I'm trying to think of some more interesting facts about myself, but I feel like I'm not that interesting. Oh, I did break my ankle almost 2 years ago now, actually, and I have 12 metal screws in my ankle. I'll put up an x-ray picture now so you can see. But that was a very dramatic story. I'll do another proper story time about that another time. Last bite, thank you for eating with me and keeping me company. I hope I kept you company too. And yeah, cheers.